Every story that you think you have finished always has a little more to be read. Gavelier today, fellow Gaveliers, and everyone else who's in here. In today's era of technology, everyone is busy with something. Whether they are busy with piles of actual work or whether they are busy with watching YouTube videos, everyone is always short on time. And because of this, we rarely pay attention to stories that we hear, and we don't go that much deep into it. For example, if we hear about something or someone on the internet or from the news, we don't see the other sides to the story. Why? Because the most popular articles and the most viral posts always say nearly the exact same thing about that story. And the problem with this is that because of this, sometimes we may leave the other part of that story unfinished, and as a result, form opinions which are far from reality. To prove my point, let's talk about this man, Henry VIII. King Henry VIII of England, one of the most famous monarchs of England, who is famous for all the wrong reasons. If any of you have heard of Henry VIII, you will know that the only reason that most of us know about him is because of killing his 6 wives. He married 6 wives and killed most of them. And that is pretty much what every single article on Google says about him. And because of this, we have come to see Henry VIII as an overweight dictator who spent his life lavishly and used up piles of money while his people were starving. However, if you think that this is all there is to his story, then you have left another part of his story unfinished. In his youth, Henry VIII was called the most eligible prince in Europe, handsome, charming, and intelligent, and extremely talented. Throughout his reign, he fiercely supported the development of music and the development of language. And to top all of this off, he revolutionized English healthcare and English education by opening up several colleges and universities, some of which are shown over here. In the words of the famous historian Alison Beer, Henry VIII is the reason for why England is so modern now. And in his own words, we are still living in the England of King Henry VIII. Now, let me be clear here. We are still talking about the same king who we know for killing his many wives. However, this is simply the part of his story that most of us haven't read. Let me tell you another story. The story of this. Yes, the Titanic. Oh, the tragic story of where a ship was built to be unsinkable and yet sank. All why? Because of a random iceberg in the middle of the ocean and the captain drove too fast and crashed. And that summarizes everything we learned from this extremely professional and very, very, very accurate source, 1997 Titanic. See, the movie is correct about these things. However, being correct does not mean that you have told the entire story. And that unfinished part of the story is about why the Titanic sank. But did Titanic sank only because of the captain's urgency and because of nature? No. The reason was much more simple and much more. In 2017, a few researchers who were studying photos of the Titanic that were taken when it was built found a burn mark, a 30-foot long burn mark on the side of the Titanic's hull, which were classified. And you can see that burn mark which is circled over there. So after much research, they found out that this was caused by a fire that had weakened the Titanic's body while they were building it. Now, because of this fire, the body was so weakened that it could have been easily caved in by any other thing which hit it. And after studying the broken parts of the Titanic, it has been concluded that this area of the Titanic, that this weakened area is where the iceberg hit and why the Titanic sunk. And why was this damaged ship left to sail? This fire happened 3 weeks before the ship set sail. So couldn't the owner of the ship, John Pyrot, just have said, well, look here, people, we need a couple more weeks to fix the ship so that we can go and sail it? But why didn't he do that? The reason is simple. He was scared of being ridiculed by his peers and by the media. And so, to protect his pride, he sent the ship early. And we all know how much his pride cost. See, now even after telling you all of this, there are still many parts of these stories which you still have to read. Because even the stories I've told you right now are still unfinished. I only have 7 minutes to tell you about these things. But all of you have countless hours. Especially now, because of this special situation that we are in, we all have truckloads of time which we don't know how to use in a useful way. So if you don't know how to use it, then use it wisely. Research as many aspects and as many parts of the stories that you hear about on the news or on the internet. Find as many different angles as you can to it from as many different sources as possible. Why? Because the closer we come to finishing an unfinished story, the more we challenge our opinions and the better we understand it. Over to you.